Hello, my name is William Jardine. This video is for my midterm exam for ethics. First question. Moral relativism proposes that moral standards vary based on cultural or individual perspectives instead of universal principles and explains why people find this idea appealing. And for that, honestly, to me, relativism it holds cultural and societal viewpoints which determine what is deemed right or wrong depending on the society you live in. It basically highlights openness and acceptance between diverse people, their viewpoints, where they live, their culture. Um, Short term, it basically says that moral systems exist but among various cultures and throughout different individuals. Question 2. The difference between subjectivism and conventionalism. To me, both of them claim, I'm starting off with, moral standards are not absolute to who you are, but they differ between each and can help identify a different origin based off your morals and culture. And conventionalism proposes to me that social agreements and customs are what create your moral standards. And that is between societal norms, community-wide practices, and just your beliefs as an individual. And then subjectivism asserts that moral judgment reflects only personal feelings, pretty much, or the opinions of an individual. Good and bad are represented by their individual perspectives, but not based off their culture and reality. Question 3. Why moral relativism is a self-defeating contradiction. To me, relativism maintains ethical standards, which to me lack universal truth. And honestly, your moral standards depend on the context. And the truthfulness behind all of this is, in reality, it can't be universally valid because everyone has their own logical contradiction. They all have their own problem that they're facing, and what might be okay in one part of the world isn't okay in the next. But to you, it's morally okay. But to someone else, they might absolutely hate that and think of it as a sin. Question 4. Practical problems of each version of relativism. So I have subjectivism, conventionalism as the main two. And again, to recap on them, conventionalism depends on your societal norms, but they differ between societies and different points of the world, different times of the world, all that. And then subjectivism, again, immorality basically means your personal taste. Instead of depending on everyone else's opinions, you have your own, and it's your own personal judgment. People will judge you, but you also judge them. But to yourself, it is morally okay. Alright, and question 5. Plato's allegory of the cave holds profound implications for moral philosophy. And to me, the cave stands as Plato's pretty much most renowned tale that I've heard from him. It features prisoners trapped underground in a cave who perceive in reality only shadow images on the wall because of the objects that were positioned behind them. And when the prisoner broke free from captivity, you can see that he discovered a genuine reality outside of the cave instead of in the prison, and understood that the shadows he saw were just simple reflections of what was outside of the cave. The significance of this to me is the moral philosophy finds a meaningful metaphor throughout the whole allegory. And the whole allegory suggests the possibility of what we perceive and pretty much accept as cultural norms. And that really only represents superficial reflections. So for me, leaving the cave symbolized basically the search of humanity for authentic knowledge and genuinely just authentic truth. The passage invited us to pretty much challenge the beliefs that we were told and to go against the norm. And doing that, the prisoner finally understood the truth of what was behind everything and noticed that everything he knew was pretty much a lie. Anyways, that provides, to me at least, contained clear distinctions between ethical concepts, theoretical concerns of where you live, what happens in your society. But anyways, have a good day. I believe that was all.